Welcome to Life Learning Lessons YouTube channel. We are going to see our new topic, understanding your inner voices, under playlist Emotional Intelligence. Many times we are think differently and react differently. There are so many inner voices you can have, which voices tell you the positive way and negative way in your life. So we are going to discover the inner voices and go in depth to understand that particular inner voices. Okay. So let's start. Have you ever asked yourself, you are not crazy, you are not weak, you are listening to voices inside you? Means who are going to tell you that this thing is right, this thing is wrong? So that inner voices you should listen always. The conclusion is you are not a one person inside, you are many voices living inside one body. We are going to cover this concept in depth in today's lecture. There are some common problems we will face. Overreact at some certain situation. We overreact at particular. We get emotionals. We get lonely. Feel we miss something. There are some sentences that you always hear. Childhood are the best memories. Childhood are the My childhood is a best journey for me. These are all things comes in mind. Okay. So there are some inner voices inside us. We will treat only one voice at a time. For example, if you are angry, you listen that angry voices. Your inner voice say or react at particular situation and you become angry. You react on that particular situation or person basically. Sad voice, fearful voice, guilty voice, lonely voice, and insecure voices. We can consider these other five voices are there, but you listen only one voice. Because your brain will consider that particular voice is best suited for you, but it is not desired thing. It is not accurate at that you are thinking. What is emotional intelligence? Knowing yourself and knowing others. There are some few parameters to know others. You have to first listen them, understand them, understand the situations, and then you should react. But this is not actually 100% sure. What you have to know, who is speaking inside you and who is speaking inside them. Means, for example, at a particular situation, you are feeling should be love on that particular angle. If you are angry, then that particular angle is changed somewhat. You have to choose the right response according to the situation or who is speaking inside you and who is speaking inside them. Based on the situation, the person react at that particular situation, I can say. And if you are mixing of this all, knowing who is speaking inside you, knowing who is speaking inside them, and choose the right response, then that is a real game of life. We suddenly respond according to the situation or according to our fear or angriness. But there is a second part that is hidden in every situation. Your patience, your way of thinking, how you treat the situations, what are the different inner voices you have. You have to choose the best among from that. And there is always a right response you get. That choosing is somewhat different, and that is the most important thing in your life. So we're going to cover this all things today. Okay. Many people's even sometimes I am also feel lonely. But There is a one trigger in your life, your thoughts. If you consider yourself as a lonely in 100 persons around you, that situation is not considered as a practical situation. Do you think that you are lonely? No, because you have surrounding 100 persons. But the situation and your inner voice says that you are lonely. Just close your eyes and listen within. The voice are already there. You are lonely not because there is no people around you. You are lonely because you have never met the voice inside you. The voice might be a situation. The voice might be your past. The voice might be your present, or the voice may be thinking about the future. And you are imagining yourself that you are lonely, but that is not case. 100% I will sure that there is a voices you can predict that result will come definitely somewhat interesting, and believe in yourself always. Let me introduce you the voices inside you. At the age of up to 20, you sometime act as a child, you sometime act as a teenagers, you sometime act as wounded, sometimes you feel failed, sometimes you feel protected, sometimes you feel like adult. That are all are the voices inside you. Sometimes your voices is thinking about the future. What are the career goals? What I am doing and how I am doing. These are all voices inside you. That voices you should listen and act accordingly and understand yourself better by going depth. Let me introduce you to the voices inside you. These are all most important parameters, and if you think about deeper, you get connection to this particular situation, I can say. For example, if you want to enjoy at any stage of life, you should hear your voice and you should behave as a child first for enjoying. If you want to be adult, for example, someone asks the problem or discuss the particular situation with you, you can able to give the answer. Think like you are the adult. That voice you should trigger always based on the situation. There are so many voices that is not limited to these seven voices. There are so many voices inside your human body. Based on every situation, based on every condition, you should listen always. That's that particular voice. We are going to cover these voices in upcoming lectures. Okay, upcoming slides. The child inside you at the age of 5 to 10 still wants love, still wants hugs, and still gets sacred in that dark. That is why you always listen at the child. Sometimes this same behavior you can feel at present because, for example, if you are uh, want to be love with someone's, then you still want to that particular love attractions and all the things that you might get at the child stage. Okay, you may grow up chasing love, approval, or safety from others because you don't feel it inside. Reassure this child day, love it, protect it. You are its safe place now. Sometimes your voice should always correct regardless the situation and mind. What can say? The teen inside you at the age of 11 to 17. At this stage wants freedom, want to fight fit in, want to be understand. Do I belong? Am I good enough? This type of questions arises in mind. What inner voice ignored is you may seek validations, hide parts of yourself, or lose your voice trying to be someone else. The healing is that listen, encourage their dreams, allow their voice, guide them, and don't control them. The biggest problem or biggest, what can I say, difficulty in your life and everyone life is that we always hear our voice, but there is a not particular guidance to solve that particular voice or to believe in that particular voice. You yourself must believe in your that particular voice. Unless and until you will believe on yourself, no one trust on you, no one trust on your that particular voice that you can do anything or you can do something, etc. Okay, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep choosing you. Okay, that is the most important part. You just need to keep choosing you. It is a believe in yourself, and then people realize something that you should make something great, and then only the people will appreciate your talent, appreciate your hard work, and appreciate your success. The future you, after age of 18, after completion, graduation, engineering, etc., has learned, has grown, still evolving, build a life with purpose, make impact, leave a legacy. What they ask, what kind of life do I want to live? What do I want to help? In this situation, basically, we are trying to think more about the future, and that inner voice is so much, what can I say, motivating sometimes or healing sometimes also. Motivating what comes in terms of learning, in terms of understanding, in terms of applications, in terms of solving the real problems. That future is always encourage you. That future always teach you to trust the process, and that future thinks or wise always better every day based on your dream. You can make your life successful. Listen to every voice, heal each part, become your whole life. Future is not something that happens to you, it's something you build. The wounded inside you, at the age of any age, basically. Some situations, some moments are painful in our journey. That past hurts. Sometimes we feel bad because of some situations that happened in past. Remember what others said, that does not matter. What you feel, that is a matter a lot. Afraid to trust, afraid to try. Afraid is just one type of disease, you can say. Thinking lot of much about the particular thing is not a valid if you are not able to solve or handle that particular situation. Remember always, you can solve any type of problem, any type of difficulties in your life. Unless and until you can believe in yourself, nothing will be changed. Always pain turns into a patterns. You may repeat old stories, avoid love, self-store, etc. Okay. Wise 4, the protected inside you. What if someone hurts me? What if someone ignore me? What if someone don't talk with me? What if someone don't message at a particular moment? What if someone left behind me? What if someone I will talk anything? This type of protection always sometimes encourages or sometimes demotivated also. Remember always, your journey is so much beautiful if you are willing to joy, if you are willing to win that particular situation, then only it is a grateful and beautiful life ahead. Always on guard, road danger fast, tries to keep you safe, says no to protect you. Sometimes protection is harmful. overthinking everything. You are thinking about the future. You are thinking about the current situation. You want basically someone who always with you in every situation. But life fact is that no one is there throughout your life. On every stage, you might occur or encounter some new problems. For that handling new problems, you are alone is sufficient. And whatever and whomever condition is there, you can handle that in well manner. Okay, that a confidence you have. The approve inside you. At any stage, this question or this voice arrives. Will they like me? Yes or no type. There are some subconscious mind concept. The mind says something and says something, but you have to always remember the truth. The truth may be a good, the truth may be a fear, the truth may be a problem, or truth may be a solution. Nothing is more important than your approval. Approval is totally dependent on how you think and what the situation demand basically. And this type of voice is always, and every situation this type of voice comes in your mind definitely. You need to acceptance from within. You are enough even when no one claps. Especially then, this voice is definitely work. The mentor inside you. There are so many problems in day-to-day life. Starts from childhood to old age persons. There are each day is just like war. For students and teenagers, there are some friendship handling, colleges, submissions, etc. These are all we can consider wars. After that, financial war is there. Handling a person is the most dangerous part, and it is the most what can I say long war also. You may drift, follow the wrong crowd, or make a short-term choices that hurt you long-time vision. What is best for my future self? What can I learn from this? Miss every day talking with some other persons, you should follow a complete guidelines to guide you yourself, that what can I did yesterday, what I am doing today, and what it will affect on my future. Always I say one word, one sentence basically. Always believe in and trust in current time. But while you are analyzing yourself, it is the most important part in your life that you can always analyze the past situation, how you are, and now how you are doing that particular thing, how you are handling your emotions, how you are handling your situations or some study related things, life related decisions. You are handling the way, that way is important. See, every person is same. Every person hardware brain is also same. But software, according to your requirement, you can modify that particular software. And the software is your mentor that inside you. You can always ask the questions and discuss with your mentor to solve the real life problems. The critic inside you. Sometimes we get panic or judge, compare, find fault, flaws, never satisfied, always point out it is wrong, create pressure to be perfect, feed self-doubt and shame. These are the some critical situation you can consider that. Science, you feel this voice. This is the most important part. Constant self-criticism, replaying mistakes, trouble celebrating wins, seeking approvals. These are all critical situations. You are dependent on something and you are involving a taking a, such a decision that is somewhat difficult for you. That all are critical situations. Even if you are watching this video and thinking about the something, that is a critical situation. Focus on the one work, focus on one aim, and be dedicated to complete that particular work at a your way of thinking and on your path. It is somewhat important more than anything in your life. The critic wants protections, you want peace. You get to choose which ways you follow. You are not here to be perfect, you are here to grow. Be kinder to yourself. And remember that there is no shortcut to be a perfect. It is a step by step process. No one is perfect in life, including me, because we are at learning stage. At every situation, your thinking is different, and how you can predict that you are perfect? No, some person and some thoughts are different than you, are different than your thinking. That might be helpful at that particular situation. So always try to learn and get something from that and handle the critical thinking inside you. This is voice number 5 we can learn from this. The dreamer inside you. Every day, every thought, every situation is your might be a dream. For example, if you are walking on a road and after few days, if you are travel on a same road with your own vehicle, this is one type of dream basically. And you are thinking and your aim is going to meet at particular dream inside you. If you wish to follow your dream and get completed at a particular stage, then you should always hear this type of voice inside you. First thing, nothing is more important. For example, if you are watching or want to watch a particular movie, but at the same time, your dream is to become a successful engineer, I can say, then you should follow the learning path. And if you are get bored or some relaxation you want, at that time you can utilize that particular time to watch a movie. Your dream are not too big, they are proof that your soul is remembering. Means every situation, every step towards your dream is the most important part. Your dream is a map. For example, if you want to travel from this stage to your dream, day to day life time changes, day to day life situation changes, day to day life your thinking changes, but your dream always with you. Your dream is always encourage you to get particular problem to be solved or to be lived. The situation is totally depend on the way of thinking, and the situation is totally dependent on the voice, the dreamer inside you. Who are drive right now in your mind? Basically, this is a question. It may be you wish to be enjoy like a child. For example, if you are hurt at particular situation, you are remembering or recalling that particular situation. You are thinking about the future. You are stay protected. You want to be a protector to protect at particular stages. Might be your parents, family members, or friends, etc. Or you may think like you are adult, or you may think like you should be guide someone in particular situations. So same sentences, different voices. They say it's fine, you never take a time for me. We hear encouragement, we feel 100 ways. Someone says, you never have take a time for me. There are multiple ways to think about that, multiple voices you have regarding this type of situations. There should be a logic. You should explain the logic. For example, if you want that particular person, you should clear which type of the question, why the question is arises basically. You never take a time for me. This statement sometimes hurt if you are emotionally connected to that particular person. But you never take a time for me. You also answer in different logical part also. You can say that I am busy at particular my own responsibilities, or I am following one passion. I have some hobbies. I will take time to grab that particular things. Can you support me? This type of communication solved a lot of miscommunications also. If you wish to plan some trip with that particular person, those person thinking now as don't have time for them. Means you should first be calm, think, and then respond. Relationship become deep when more rooms get connected. You don't just see someone's surface. Stories, there are some different rooms and both are alone. But if you combine uh, and meet somewhere else, that values should come. Always reality and imaginations are the both parameters are important in life. Reality is your inner voice, and sometimes it is outer voice. Outer voice means what the society people and what some other persons think and demand at particular situation. And always hear your inner voice, which is more appropriate, which is more crucial to handle that particular situation. The civil war inside you, this is the most important part. Your mind is just one type of software, remember always. Which type of input, which type of output you want, your mind think that particularly. For example, if you want comfort and you have two options, one is bicycle and one is AC car, your mind always choose the comfort. Similarly, the software is your mind, the brain, but there are some operating frequencies, you can say, that your voice is there. Future voice, adult voice, wonder voice, and child voice. How to handle different voices in different ways? Then you feel stuck. Which type of decision you should take? That is a big question in front of you. The problem is not the voices, the problem is disconnections. Heal the disconnection, not the voices. For example, build real relationship. Don't try to be giving some promises. Don't try to be a special person for someone else, someone in your life, because that special is a biggest problem in the relationship. Your special word consider as always available for front person, and when front person may be at the situation, in difficult situation, we can say the inner voice of that particular person is trigger that you said you are the special for them. So don't promise anything, just follow the pure relationship that don't have any questions and answers basically. Feel seen, feel safe. Listen without judging. Sometimes this is the biggest problem I can face sometimes and hear from other persons also. Listen without judging. When I am or you share the particular problem with someone else, they are not listening you, they are judging you. They are judging you based on your failure, they are judging you based on your success, they are judging you by comparing yourself with others. So always listen without judging. There is a biggest problem on the society basically, can I can say that listen without judging. Speak with kindness. Speak with kindness. Always you have try to speak with kindness. Create meaning and purposes. Each voice fights for your attention. Each voice finds its place and vision. These are the transformation. Miss, how can you do these all? Your meeting room inside you. For example, I will tell one real example. The future voice, dream voice, wonder voice, these are all voices. For example, if you want to solve a particular problem, you can hire the expert, the expert in the domain to solve that particular problems. Future wise, dream wise, wonder wise, fear wise, protect wise, huddle. The goal is not to silence any voice, but to let the right voice lead. Unless and until do have a clear idea which voice you trigger, you cannot able to recognize that voice is right or wrong for you at that particular situation. I am saying each voice fights for attention, confusion, stress, and error conflicts. After the right voice leads alignment, peace, and clear decisions. Alignment create transformation. Let the right voice lead. And for this, most important parameter is you always have a situation or hear the voice and imagine the situation. Your life changes when the voice holding the steering wheel changes. Focus on what wrong, its critique. Focus on what could go wrong, it's create fear. Focus on staying safe, create limits, protected. Focus on what matters, create growth. Focus on what's possible, create vision. Which voice is louder right now? That's your driver. Three steps to master your inner voices. How we can adapt this technology, how we can hear the inner voices, correct inner voices. These are the some techniques you can say. Listen, notice while voice is speaking. Be calm. Emotions are the biggest enemy in your life. You first handle emotions. How to handle emotions? Keep trying to calm at any situation in your life. Then only you get the voice which is speaking at that particular situation. Understand their need and behind it. Understand the voice. Understand your input. Understand your output. What you want to do. That is important. And guide them towards what truly matters. You should guide them, your voice, what truly matters. Listen, understand, guide, decide, and empower yourself. These are the some key techniques you should know follow. First, listen. Understanding is most important part. Nowadays, people don't understand anything. They are wish to a fast, quick situation in this era of AI. AI changes everything. AI changes person. AI changes emotions. AI changes the way of thinking, the how human thinking. But remember, understanding and connecting by person to person. There is no artificial intelligence. There is no any machine that breathes the clear communication and connect heart by heart to each person. There is not any machine developed. You understand them deeply always. You should follow a daily practice. Pause, check-ins, listen, understand, and guide. These are the 5 minute daily. You can change your life. Pause the situation, check-ins. What should you do and what you want to do? Listen your voice, understand that particular voice, and guide how that complete. Sometimes we check in, listen, and understand these parameters are okay, but guide is also important. For example, if you want a solution, you search on ChatGPT, you get the solution, but real time examples, the real situations, and the pressure handling, self confidence, self building, these are all your guides. These all your parameters are important, and this all your mind visualize the things. The ChatGPT is the biggest tool today's era, but your brain is more than powerful than any AI tool in the world, because the machine understand your prompt, but human understand the person. And when you understand the person, understand the situation, understand the problem, and then only you can solve that particular problem with respect to the situation and guide that particular problem in that particular situations also. When your voice become allies, its energy returns. You should feel some great things. Clarity returns, peace returns, growth returns. These are all your allies. Final truth, the voice is not the enemy. The emotions is not enemy. The word is not enemy. Unheard voices are your enemy. Hear properly and control your emotions. Be practical at particular stages. You should act like the situation demands, and you should be always try to be hear the persons in your life. Closing message finally, you don't need to silence any voice. You just need to understand every voice. This is emotional intelligence, and you should control your emotions. Somewhat interesting and beautiful journey ahead. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, and keep supporting, sharing with your all the friends and family members. And thank you for your constant support and guide supports. Okay, thank you so much.